Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good
This
afternoon.
is Joshua from XYZ Real Estate Company. Am I on to Mr. Joseph?
Yes, you're on to Mr. Joseph.
Hi, Mr. Joseph.
Hi.
So I'm calling you in regards to the form you filled via our ads. I wanted to get more details about it.
Which form is that? Did I fill in the form?
Oh, really? You didn't fill the form?
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, there must be a misunderstanding then. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, do have a lovely day then.
Yeah, you too.
Have you ever found yourself in such scenario before as a real estate agent or a service business? You ran a lead generation ads via Facebook and you generated tons of leads and you call those leads and you get this kind of responses. They tell you that they didn't fill the form or probably they filled it by mistake or they've not even heard about you at all. So if you've found yourself in such scenarios, you've experienced such things before, this particular video is for you. In this video, I'll be taking you on a step-by-step process on how to create a lead generation ads on Facebook as a real estate person or as a service business. And also as a bonus, at the end of this video, I'll also be throwing in a targeting strategy on how to target diasporas. I mean citizens of your country in other countries. Yeah, so I'll be throwing that in as a bonus at the end of this video. So do make sure you stick to this video and watch till the end of the video so that you will learn how to do that. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Joshua Amobi, and on this channel we hope to help small business owners, startup founders, entrepreneurs grow and scale their business digitally. We cover subjects like digital marketing, digital advertising. We share strategies, tips, hacks that we've personally used to grow our own business and grown several businesses across Africa and the globe. To get started, I want to point out something. I'll be showing you how to run this campaign on a desktop, not on a mobile phone. Mobile phones is one of the reasons why you actually found yourself in that scenario. So with that being cleared, I'll jump right into it. So yeah, I have my system open here. I have my Chrome browser. You can use any browser, Safari, anyone that you have in your PC, but I have Chrome and that's what I'm using. So I have my Chrome open. So for me to get started with this, there are two accounts that I'll be needing. First, I'll be needing a Facebook page. I believe for you to have experienced such things before, you might have like a business Facebook page already that you use to create content and run ads for your business. So yeah, you need a Facebook page and also you need a Facebook business manager. I'll be leaving a link in the description on how to create these two accounts. So you can use that link and watch a video on how to do that. So even if you've created your Facebook page already, you already have your Facebook page, also watch that particular video on how to create and optimize the Facebook page because I shared some important strategies and hack on how to create and optimize Facebook page for your real estate business. So I added that in that particular video. So also try to watch it after watching this video at the end of this video. Yeah. And if you don't have a Facebook business manager, probably you might have to pause this video to go and watch that video before you come back to this video, or you can watch this video to the end and then go and watch that particular video to set up a Facebook business manager, which is also called a Meta business manager. So with all these out of the way, let's jump right into it. I'm already logged into Ads Manager. Ads Manager is a tool under business manager account. So yeah, to access that, just go to your Chrome, type in adsmanager.facebook.com. Yeah, and it will take you to your ads manager. If it doesn't take you to your ad manager, it takes you to a login page if you don't have your Facebook logged in into that particular browser. So if you have your Facebook logged into that particular browser, this is what you'll be seeing. But if you don't have it logged in, it will prompt you to log into your Facebook profile. So just do that and get to this particular page. So I'll go ahead and set up an ad and show you how to create a lead generation ads the proper way. And also while creating the ads, I'll show you the mistake that you probably have made that ended you up in that particular scenario that I painted earlier. So I'll click on create. So first thing first is that there are two things that you need to first of all decide on. One is your buying type, which always stays at auction. I always prefer using auction because that's like a standard bidding and buying process for major advertising platforms, Facebook, Google, the rest of them. So I'll leave it at auction. So the next important decision to make is to choose a campaign objective. So the campaign objective is so important because Facebook uses this campaign objective to show you what is to show you, okay, these are the set of features, these are the set of tools available to create ads for this particular objective, and secondly, to optimize your ads. So if you're using the wrong objective, campaign objective, Facebook will be optimizing your ads with that objective in mind, and that's very catastrophic. So you won't want that for yourself. So for this particular video, we're talking about lead generation. I know the option you'll be going to is leads. I only go for leads if I already have a website and I'm sending my audience to my website. That's the only scenario that I will use a lead. But if I don't have a website, I just want them to call me, to message me on Messenger, to message me on WhatsApp, or to message me on Instagram DM. I will not use a lead campaign, because using lead campaign is one of the reasons why you actually found yourself in that scenario, and I will show you why. So first of all, I'm going to select leads campaign. After I've shown you why you found yourself in that reason, because you chose lead campaign, I'll go back and change the objective to sales. Yeah, if I hover around leads, you will see that what you see is good for instant form, Messenger and Instagram, conversion campaigns, calls. If I click on sales, which is my preferred objective, is good for conversion campaigns, is good for catalog sales, is good for Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp messages, and also good for calls. So if you look at this particular days now, the number one what is good for is instant forms. So conversion is even second to the last. So that particular objective is only works if you are sending people to WhatsApp. If not, their aim is not for conversion. So but I'll just select that so that I'll show you other reasons why this is not a good option. Then I'll come back and then change it back to sales. So I'll click on continue. Then the next thing they'll ask me is, okay, what kind of campaign setup do I want to go with? Do I want to go with the recommended settings, or do I want to create it from scratch? Do I want to create my own settings? Do I want to set things up the way I like, the way I want? So I'll be setting up things the way I want. I'll be using manual. I don't usually use recommended settings by Facebook, especially when creating an ad. Yeah, I don't usually use that. I like doing things from scratch. I want to do something advanced. Recommended settings tend to start as beginner. They don't usually put in the advanced settings for you. They leave that out. So it's good for a beginner, but if you're tired of generating leads that do not convert, or leads that are giving you this kind of response, then go for manual. So I just click on manual and then click on continue. So as I click on continue, it opens up the interface to actually set up the ads itself. So one of the things I like doing is to set a campaign name so that I can differentiate several ads from each other. Probably maybe I do create a lot of ads, so I like naming them so that I can be able to monitor, okay, this particular ad, this is the performance, and I don't get things mixed up. So I'll just call this leads ad. Yeah. So under campaign details, this is like the first section we saw before we moved into the other section. So I can actually edit everything I actually selected before here. Well, I won't be doing that because I wanted to show you something. So I'll just scroll up. So I'll click on campaign advantage, campaign budget. I'll check that on, because if I don't check that on, I cannot select between daily budget and lifetime budget. So yeah, it gives me the option to select between daily budget and lifetime budget. And another reason for advanced campaign budget is that it tends to help you to like create multiple ads under a particular campaign. And then what it does for you is that, okay, the amount is actually shared equally across the different ads. The amount is actually shared equally across the different ads, so that you don't have to create like several campaigns for different ads. You can use one campaign and then create for several different ads. Maybe you're advertising a product, another ad for a service, different things together in one campaign. So that's another reason why I use Advantage campaign budget. So under the budget options in the campaign budget, they have the daily budget and then you have the lifetime budget. I like going for the lifetime budget, and there are different pros and cons when it comes to daily budget and lifetime budget. So for daily budget, what you're telling Facebook to do is that you're telling them, okay, I'm giving you a cap to how much you can spend from my account for my advertising budget per day. Whether if the market is booming or whether if the market is bad, please do not spend more than this amount. Yeah. But lifetime budget, by what the name signifies, is lifetime. I'm not giving you a cap. Just keep on spending till the money I have available or the money I set as my overall advertising budget is done with. Yeah, until you've used all the money there that I've set as my advertising budget, just go ahead and keep on advertising. So the pros and cons with this is that as an advertiser, I don't want to leave out money on the table. I don't want to leave money on the table. Leaving money on the table in regards to, let's say, a day that has high performance, I'll then have to force Facebook to stop showing my ads because I have a daily budget. I don't want to put myself in that situation. So that's like a pro for me. That's why I go for lifetime budget. The cons of it is that I have to be constantly available and monitoring the ads. If not, Facebook might tend to overspend because they have unlimited access to the amount that I set for the ads. So they can spend as much as they want, however they want. So I have to actually pay attention to the ads so I can make necessary adjustments, necessary settings, and even pause the ad if the ad is not performing as I want. So that's like the downside. You have to be readily available to actually monitor that ad. So I'm readily available. That is my work. So I'll just select a lifetime budget and then set in an amount that I want to use. So I set in 50,000. So another, would I call it a downside to lifetime budget, is that there is a limit to the overall budget you can set for your for your campaign. So for a lifetime budget, you cannot set a campaign of 1,000 naira. So let me show you. Let's say for example, I change this to 1,000 naira. For example, I change this to 1,000 naira. It should give me a prompt. Yeah, say your budget is too small, increase your budget to continue. So that's like a warning prompt. So for a lifetime budget, there's a certain amount of overall budget that you can set when you're using lifetime budget option. Yeah, so that's like it's a pro and it's a con. And let me explain to you how is a con. Yeah, a con in the sense that for an advanced advertiser like me, I always like running a campaign in a minimum of 2 weeks duration. So I don't run campaigns that is 7 days long or a couple of days long. I like running campaigns that is a minimum of 2 weeks long. The reason behind this is so that one, Facebook can be able to learn and understand my customers who actually clicked on my ads, to understand how they are interacting with my ads, and then use that particular data to optimize for like massive performance, to optimize for like 100% peak performance. So but if you use daily budget and you set a certain amount for that particular day and you run it for a couple of days, it will perform, but Facebook might not really have the time and much data to actually increase that your performance to the peak. So that is like the con for me. That's why I go for lifetime budget and set a high amount. Remember that I'm setting that amount does not mean that I cannot pause it. You just have to make yourself available to always pause it when is needed. Yeah. So I'll set it back to the amount I said it before. So 50,000 naira. So I'm using naira as the currency. You can set $10 against $1,000. Yeah, lifetime budget, depending on what works for you. So the next thing is campaign bid strategy. So campaign bid strategy, I always like leaving it at highest volume and not cost per result goal. So two reasons why I like leaving it at highest volume is that one is that the market is always changing. For cost per result go, what it means is that you are telling Facebook, I already know how much it costs to get a WhatsApp message, to get my customers to message me, people see my ads to message me via WhatsApp. I already know what it costs. So just stick to that cost. I don't want you to do anything. I don't want to do any optimization. Just stick to my cost. That's what it means. You get. But the way the market is changing, the cost of yesterday might actually differ from today. So if you're not aware of this and you put a certain fixed cost to it, telling Facebook, okay, this is the amount I want to spend per conversion, Facebook could be limited when things are actually different and you find your ads not performing. Sometimes the ads will not even be running in the first place. You'll just be seeing it, you won't be spending your money, nothing at all. Because they cannot, you've already given them a limit to how much you can pay for conversion. So your ads will just be running but no conversion. So that's one of the reasons why I use highest one, because the market is always changing. The second reason is when is a new campaign. So when is a new campaign, I don't really know what is the cost of per conversion. So I'm just like testing out my creative, testing out a new product, a new service, a new property, you get a new line of service. I'm just testing it out. I don't know how people react to it. This is my first time actually running such ads. So this is the second reason, because I don't really know the cost per conversion. So I'll be going for highest volume. I just give Facebook the opportunity to like flex their muscle when it comes to that. As far as they're bringing in more business for me, maybe subsequent ads I can now go for cost per result goal. And if I'm setting cost per result goal, if my cost per conversion as of last week was $10 or $1 or 1,000 or 10,000 naira, I'll just have to set it like two times that particular amount, so that if it in any way the bidding goes higher than what it was before, I can be able to also, Facebook can be able to also get me a conversion. Yeah, because the money is a bit higher. So the that's the logic behind it. So this is the first ad, so I'll just leave it at highest volume. So ad scheduling. Ad scheduling is okay. You have a certain time in the day that your customers, you know that your customers are readily available to react to your ads, to buy from you, and you have other times in the day that they are not actually as available as much as that. So ad scheduling, what it does is to like, okay, these days, this time of the day, or these days that my customers are not available, I don't want to run ads that particular day. So Facebook, please don't run ads for me. Don't show my ads to anybody on that particular day, on that particular time. So that this is where you do that. You select the option here. So when you select the option here, when you get to the next page, the next set of settings, that's when you now select the days that you want to remove. Yeah, but we don't want to do that. I'll just have to, I want my ads to show 247, Monday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday. So A and B testing is when you want to test like couple of ads together at once. Yeah, that's when you select create A and B testing. Then categories, special ad categories. Special ad categories is when you are running a peculiar campaign. If you're running any peculiar campaign that has to do with employment, finance, social issues, housing, housing in regards to a certain region. So, for example, now, if you're talking about Europe, for example, housing in Europe is a bit different in structure than some other countries. Yeah. So, even though you don't know and you don't select this, and such regions have such issues, Facebook will prompt you to go and actually select that. So, you don't have to worry about this 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 side of things. I don't usually select anything here. Then I just click on next. So as I click on next, this is where I will show you why you should not select leads objective, campaign objective. So I'll set the ad set name to leads ad so that it matches the campaign name, so I don't get to confuse myself later on. So conversion location, where do you want to send your people who react, who engage with your ads? Where do you want to send them? You want to send them to to a website, to your WhatsApp, to your messenger, to your Instagram DM, to a form, you want them to call you, you want to send them to another app. That is what conversion location is. So under leads campaign objective, this is the conversion location options that is available. So if you can see, instant form is on default. So instant form is on default, and instant form is the primary reason why you fell into that particular category. Yes. And the reason why this is the case is because instant form, there are two disadvantages of instant form. One is that instant form tends to capture data of the user that engaged with your ad without their consent. So it captures that data just because they clicked on your ad. The only consent they need is just to click on your ad. So it does not take any extra effort to fill those details. And sometimes those details are not even correct. Those details are not updated. Those numbers have changed. Those numbers have changed hands. The number on your Facebook profile might have changed hands a couple of times. So causing that particular information to be less valuable. So that issue of capturing people's data and not having them fill it in by themselves is actually a downside of instant form. The second downside of instant form is that it's so easy to fill. Yeah. So because once they capture all those data and fill in the blanks for a lead, the the options available for them to fill might not really be that much. Sometimes you don't even some people do not even add an extra layer of details to capture. So they just capture all those ones that Facebook gets from their profile, and that's it. Is actually too big bad side of instant form. Very too big bad side is the reason why you reach out to your leads and they don't even know that they fill the form, because Facebook captures those forms, and sometimes they click on your ads by mistake without actually knowing. Yeah, and once they click on your ad and it's opened, Facebook just captured all those details by themselves. So it's actually a downside. It's actually a big downside. And one of the reasons, the major reason why you should not use leads campaign objective if your objective is to send them to send them to your WhatsApp or to a messaging platform and not to your website. If you are sending them to your website, definitely you just select website, and then at the process of creating the ads, you put in your website URL, and that's much better and much converting than using instant forms. And under these conversion locations available for lead ads, you cannot really find WhatsApp. The only option available is Messenger, and a lot of people don't usually use Messenger. They don't really chat much on Messenger. Like me, I don't really chat much on Messenger. I have tons and tons of messages on Messenger I've not responded to in months. And there are several other people like me, but my WhatsApp is always active. Yeah, my WhatsApp is always active. The platform is user friendly and everything else. It's not much complicated like Messenger is. So a lot of people use WhatsApp more than Messenger. So that is also a downside, because you cannot even select WhatsApp as your conversion location under leads. It only limits you to Messenger. So that's the reason why I do not recommend using leads. So I'll just go back to the campaign side, campaign settings, because we're actually now in the ad set settings. So I'll go back to campaign settings and then go back to campaign details. Then click on edit and then change the objective from leads to sales. So they'll give me a prompt. I just click on continue. So as I click on continue, I have to like reset everything I did because my objective have changed. So I have to reset everything back. Okay, so after changing it, I come back to the ad set level. So if I come out to the asset level under the conversion location, I can see that messaging app is now available. The location available now changes. I can see website coming first, then app coming next, website and app coming following, then messaging apps. So if you read under messaging apps, it says drive sales and conversions through Messenger, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So they now it now encompasses every messaging platform that Meta has: Messenger, Instagram DM, and WhatsApp DM. So I'll click on messaging apps. Then under here, I select the Facebook page. that I want to use for the ads. So I'll just scroll to my real estate page. Yeah, real estate informer. This is the page I created on the video on how to optimize your Facebook page, your real estate Facebook page. Yeah, so this is the page that I created. So you can also remember to watch that particular video. Yeah, so I've selected the page. Okay, and then I get a prompt. A WhatsApp business account is required to run ads that open WhatsApp chat. If you use the same number, your chat media and contacts will move automatically. So I'll just unselect Instagram, unselect Messenger. I just want them to message me only on WhatsApp. So once I select that, you see a prompt. A WhatsApp business account is required to run ads. So for Facebook to actually send people to your WhatsApp, they require a WhatsApp business account. So if your WhatsApp is not a WhatsApp business, please convert it to a WhatsApp business, because that is the only kind of WhatsApp account or number that can work for this particular ads. All of WhatsApp related ads on Facebook is just WhatsApp business. They don't use normal WhatsApp number. So to change that, also watch that video on how to optimize your Facebook. I explained on how to change the button or the number connected to your Facebook page. So yeah, you can watch that video. Just change that particular WhatsApp number and then put a WhatsApp business number. Yeah, so I'll just keep that. It won't affect me from setting up every other thing else, but I cannot publish the ad because of that. So, but for the sake of this video, I'll just go ahead and continue. So they'll ask me performance goal, maximum click, maximum number of link clicks, daily unique reach. I'll just click maximum number of conversions. So I'll just select maximum number of conversions because that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at link clicks or unique reach or number of impressions. I'm not looking at any of those. So budget and scheduling, this is where you schedule like the start date and end date of your ads. So I'll just go with okay, it's starting today, and then I'll now put an end date. So I'll go for this just for setup sake. Yeah, so after putting that, so they also asked me whether if I want to set a spending limit similar to what I explained before. Anything that limits Facebook automatically, I don't usually go for that. I only go for the ones that like have control over. I can decide to stop it, increase it, reduce it. I don't want it to be automatic because I don't know when that will be a downside for me. Yeah. So audience control, I'll click on edit to change the locations. So yeah, for the bonus that I told you guys about, this is the section where I'll be covering that how to target diasporas, people, citizens of your country that is in another country. Yeah. So I'll just go here and remove this particular location. This is like a default location based on the ad account, the location I selected while creating the ad account. So most of my advertising setup will carry Nigeria as default. Yeah, I just have to change it. So how do you target diasporas? How do you target your citizens in another country? Is either you target diasporas, citizens, your citizens in another country, or you target your citizens who came back from another country. Maybe they relocated back to the country, or just they just came back for maybe a celebration, a holiday celebration, whatever reason that brought them back. So first thing you're going to do is that you need to find out the country that you're looking at targeting. You get these diasporas. So let's say, for example, I use the United States. So I type in United States on country, location, then I'll select United States country and region. I won't select this particular region in the United States. I'll just select the entire country. Yeah, very important. Unless you have a bit of information about specific cities where they have a lot of them. Unless you have that information, that's when you target specific cities. But if you don't have that information, just target the entire country so that you can capture every single one of them. So after selecting the country United States, I'll just click on show more options. Facebook is used to hiding information. Yeah, they are used to hiding information because they want you to spend more on the platform. They don't want to set for you to set things in a way that it will favor you the most. Yeah, they want you to spend a lot on the platform, so they used to hide a lot of things. So pay attention so that you'll be able to open some hidden options. Yeah. So I'll select the age that I want to target. Normally, I would select 18 because a certain age bracket tends to be able to afford it. I'm not saying generally that that's how it is. I've seen a situation where younger demographics tend to buy more real estate than older demographics. But I'm just saying based on our market, your own country's market might be different. Your own regional market might be different. Just select the age bracket, the age demographics that you feel that buys real estate the most. So in my case, I'll just select 25, minimum age 25. That's what I'm going to select. So 25 above. So anybody that is below 25 will not be able to, I will not be showing my ads to them. That's what I'm telling Facebook. So languages, if the language they speak is different, mostly I use for Nigerian diasporas, I use English because everybody speaks English. Most people speak English, and for the fact that they are diasporas, staying in the United States, definitely they will be able to understand and speak English. So yeah, I'll either select all language or just edit and then put English, all English, whether it is UK or US English. So I'll just select all English. So, or you can leave it at all languages. You can leave it at all languages if you want. The next thing to do is advantage plus audience. So this is another place where Facebook tends to hide a lot of other information. So they are hiding it so that they will use their suggested option for you instead. But I don't want that. I want to do something a bit more advanced. So I'll go to switch to original audience option. Yeah, if I click on that, they still want me to use that advantage plus audience. They are always pushing you to spend more on the platform. Yeah, and I'm interested in getting results. So I just go back, use original audience. I don't want to use the advantage plus. So once I click on use original audience now, see what happens. I see more options. So now I can select, okay, the start age and the end age. If I use the advantage plus, I'm only limited to put a minimum age. But if I use the original one, I can set minimum age and maximum age. You see? And then I can also add demographics, interests, behaviors. I can target all those kind of things. But with the advantage plus, I cannot do any of those. They make those decisions for me, and they don't explain how or the criteria they use to make those decisions. They don't explain. So I can't bank on that if they can't explain to me how they go about the selection. So I selected 25 before. I'll just put a minimum, like a maximum of 60. Yeah. So also this depends on the country that you are and the nature of the market, the demographics, the age demographics that you feel buys real estate or buys the kind of product you sell the most. Yeah, the product, either product or service. Yeah, so that is up to your discretion. So gender, I'll leave it at all genders. All genders they do buy real estate. Yeah, they do buy things. So the next important information to targeting diasporas in another country, your country citizens in another country. So what I will now do is that if I'm based in Kenya, or I'm based in Ghana, or I'm based in South Africa, what I'll be doing is to search for expats. Expats. So once you search for expats, so you will see lived in United States, lived in. So expats are people who migrated from one country to another country. So since I selected United States, I'm looking at targeting expats, Nigerian expats that moved from Nigeria to United States. Remember, that's it. So I'll be looking for lived in Nigeria. Okay, if I search and it's not working, I'll just click on browse, go to behavior. I need to find where experts. Yeah, seen experts. So this is where I see all of them. If you search experts and you don't see your own country. Just go to browse and go to Expats and find it. So lived in Nigeria. So yeah, so I've selected it. Expat lived in Nigeria. So let me highlight it again. So what it says is behaviors. Expats lived in Nigeria. Formerly expats Nigeria, like formerly people who migrated from Nigeria, people who stay and lived in Nigeria for a while. So they formerly lived in Nigeria. So for someone to formerly live in Nigeria and is now in the United States, it shows that this person is actually a Nigerian. So yeah, if it's South Africa, you find South Africa. If it's Kenya, you find lived in Kenya. Then if you want to change to another expert that is in the UK, then your target location for the ads should be first UK, then in terms of interest demographics, then use expats that lived in South Africa. So you're saying people that lived citizens of South Africa that now live in the UK, or citizens of Nigeria that now lives in the UK. Yeah. So I select that lived in Nigeria, and so once I select that, this is how I go about targeting them. So as I create my ads moving forward, as my ads start running, I already know that okay, these are the kind of people that will be seeing my ads. They're actually citizens of our country, diasporas, Nigerian diasporas. These are the kind of people I'm targeting for this particular ad. So I've selected that. If you want to save the audience so that you can reuse it another time, just click on save, put the name, and then click save. But I won't be saving that. So under placement, Facebook is still hiding more information. So they still want me to use advantage placements, and they don't explain how they come about this selection. They want me to use something that they are not willing to explain to me how they come about it. So I'll just click on edit, and it's still on the advantage plus. Very interesting. I just go to manual placement. They said I could get better result with advantage placement, but they don't explain the placement, how they go about the placement. So I just select manual placement. Then, so these are the options that I use. Audience network is like external third party apps that is connected to Facebook. So it's not necessarily Facebook users, but other platforms that is connected to Facebook, their users, showing your ads to them. I've not really gotten any result at all from audience network. Yes, I've not. So I don't usually use audience network. If I want to run ads, I'll just run for those platforms. But I want to run ads on Facebook, not on those platforms, other platforms. So I just click that out, audience network. I'll just leave Facebook and then Instagram. So there are other placement options. So after you selected Facebook and Instagram, there are several placement options available on Facebook as a platform and also on Instagram as a platform. So you can place on feeds, you can place on stories and reels, you can place on in-stream ads, you can place on search results, messages, app and sites. So these two are actually checked off. Reasons being that I checked off that audience network. So that's why two of them are checked off. Yeah. So because they don't actually produce results for me, so I usually set them off. So you can select every other option available, or you can just work with the default option after you've removed the audience network. Yeah. So as you can see, Messenger is not even clicked because the conversion location was set to WhatsApp. I unticked Messenger and Instagram, so that's why Messenger is not clickable here. Yeah. So after that, I just click on next. So after I click on next, I still change the name of the ad. So I'm now in the ad level. So in the ad level is where you set up the ad, you put the creatives, the content, the captions you want to use for your ads. That's the place you set it up. So just in case if you made a mistake, you just want to change the creative you use, instead of going to ad set, just go straight to the ad level. The ad level is the third level. Yeah. Then you select the page. It's already selected because I selected it on the ad set level already. Select the Instagram. Then the ad setup. Do I want to create a fresh ad by uploading the creatives, writing the content, and all of that? Or do I want to use an existing post? So existing post, maybe I've made a post already on my Facebook page. Remember, my page is already connected here and my Instagram handle is connected here. So if I want to use a post I've already made either on Facebook or on Instagram, I don't need to start recreating that particular post again. I just want to use that particular post. I usually use existing posts because the effect of the ads is left on the post. That's the reason why I like using existing posts. So the likes, the comments, everything stays on the post. It helps as a social proof for future ads that I want to run with that particular post, or for people who come across that particular content. So every information, every engagement that was gotten from that ad stays on that post. So I don't like creating ads differently unless I'm creating an ad I don't want to show on my post after the ad is over. So if the ad is over, I don't want that particular post, that particular image to be on my Facebook page or my Instagram handle. Then that's when I go ahead and create ad. But if it's something that I want to leave there and I also want to leave the engagement, so these are like the pros and cons of it. But for me, the pros is much higher than the con when I use existing posts. So I'll be using existing posts. So multiple advertiser ads, I usually leave that on so that my ads can be placed on other people's ads. So it's a way to like reach more people, more eyes, yeah, more eyeballs for your ads. Some people don't like using it because they feel like the ads, the downside to it is that your ads might be shown together with a content that is not related to what you do at all. Let's say, for example, people buying baby care equipment, or children toy, for example. Your ads might be connected to them. Children toy might not really be related to real estate or to your service business. So that's like the downside. But to me, I don't see it as a downside. As far as your creative, your content is engaging, yeah, I don't see that as with more eyeballs, the better. So I usually leave it at multi advertiser. Some people check it off. If you don't like that, you can actually check it off. So I'll select on select post. There are several suggested posts already here based on the highest performing content on my profiles, like Facebook page and Instagram handle. There are several posts already. I can select any one, or I'll just go to select post. So if I click on select post, I can either select a Facebook post I made or an Instagram post I made. So that is now is on Facebook. If I click on Instagram, it shows me all the Instagram posts I've made on that particular account. Yeah. So for Facebook, so maybe you posted something. So maybe you posted something on Facebook that you didn't post on Instagram. This is where you actually select which one is which, or you posted both of them. You posted the post on Instagram and Facebook. You can also do that. So I'll just select the one from Facebook, just select one, anyone, just for the sake of this video. But so that means for you to actually select post, you must have made the post before you create the ad. So that's important. You must have made the post. And when you're making the post, please don't add any button. Yeah, don't make that mistake. Do not add any button, because if you add a button to a post, you cannot change that afterwards. You have to delete that post and recreate that post again. So don't add any button, so that when you're running your ads, you can be able to control the button you add to it. Yeah, so very important while making a post. So as the way I selected the post, the content enters into the primary text. The call to action is already sent WhatsApp message. I can select other call to action, but for now, for here, there is no other one apart from send WhatsApp message. So I just leave it there. Then if I want to edit the placement, like how the creative looks on the different placements that I selected earlier before I came here, I can actually click here and then to show me all the placements, and then I can make the edit to readjust it. Maybe some of the images are too big than the size of the placement. You can just readjust it so that it aligns and all those other things. Yeah, this is where you do them. I don't usually do that, because before I create a post and I make a post, I must have put into consideration these sizes before actually making that post, so that it fits into all the placements that I'll be using for my ads. But if that's not the case, this is where you make those adjustments. So that's just it. You can customize your message template, like the message they get when they message you, like they click on your ads and send you a WhatsApp message. This is where you can actually customize it. Click on edit, it gives you the option to like customize it. Yeah. So you can do that to your own discretion based on your needs and the kind of products or service that you are promoting. Yeah. So this is where they give you like a preview on what it's going to look like. What is going to look like. So it's already an existing post that I made on that my page. It's already an existing post. So yeah. So once that is done, you just click on publish. And once you click on publish, your ad goes under review, and after a few minutes or hours, depending on how long it takes to for Facebook to review your ads, it gets active and public for people to see your ads. So yeah, if this video has been very helpful to you, please I would like you to like this particular video, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. It's important to us. If you can share to other real estate agents like you or other service businesses like you, please also share to them so that they will learn and save themselves from these troubles so that they can be able to run quality ads and generate quality leads. So before I call it a day, before I end this video, we have a Facebook community that is very active. I'll be leaving a link in the description on how to join that particular community. So the community comprises of mentors that can guide you in areas of digital marketing, digital advertising for your business. They're available on the Facebook community. You can join the community. And there are also several other small business owners and entrepreneurs that you can actually engage with, connect with, and ask questions and help, and also get help from them. Yeah, so it's a very active community. Please use the link on the description to join that community. Then lastly, if you want to talk to me, if you want to like discuss with me, maybe there's a section that I was not able to cover in this video, other issues that you are having, and maybe you really want me to run this ads for you, you want our team to manage this ads for you, I will leave also a link, a scheduling link for you to schedule a 30-minute strategy session with me. You can use that link, schedule this 30-minute strategy session so that we can sit one-on-one and talk things out and then see how best we can help you with your current challenge, current issue that you are having, or your current needs. Yeah, till our next video. Peace out.